Uh, Hello guys and welcome to another drink review. This time is Boost Energy and Boost Energy Red Berry. And I just finished some of my breakfast, just have a little bit of salad left. But I want to drink this, so let's do it. And this drink review is mostly just going to be me reading comments, because there isn't really... I'm recording this on the 1st of April, 1616. I woke up around 2 hours ago, so I've been up for quite a while. So that's how it looks, and man, judging by the smell, it smells just like the Fanta strawberry, which I didn't like. But we'll see. Hopefully this tastes better than that one. It does. But man, it has super sweet after flavor. Smak av röda bär. Red berry. It says red berry flavor, röda bär. Is that a specific berry or is it a mixture of röda bär? Okay. Okay, well, I assume it's a mixture of just red berry flavor. Yeah, I mean, if I were to add like 25% carbonated water, or maybe 20, I think this will be pretty good. But just straight up like that, a bit too sweet for me. To the point where I can barely taste anything else. It's just an overwhelming sweetness. So yeah, it contains sugar and sweeteners, so that's probably the problem. And let's see. And let's see, sugars. Yeah, around 5 grams of sugar still. So 5 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters plus the sweeteners. That probably explains why it's so overwhelmingly sweet. Anyways. Comments, here we go. There is a decent amount of comments, I think 5 or 6. So the first comment is by Lazul. Travis from Taxi Driver on Drink Reviews Sweden Rock Stormbringer. And there is a comment, like a reply to that, by 2inch Code. 2inch Code. It's CHODE. Don't know how to pronounce that. After being stung by a bee. And I don't know who Travis from Taxi Driver is. I know Taxi Driver is the movie. Haven't watched it. Don't know anything about it other than it's a movie. And I think I know that is by... Is it Scorsese? Scorsese? I think, but haven't watched it. I did like The Irishman, so maybe it's a movie I'll check out, but I have so much on my backlog. And then after being stung by a bee, I think it's funny. Like, I am a little bit chubby. Maybe I should just look up who is Travis. No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna press I actually don't care. Alright, let's see. Potato hole. on the same video on Drink Review Sweden Rock Stormbringer. You can go off-roading on your scooter. Yeah, I mean, I can go on grass. I can go like kinda off-roading, not like super intense off-roading, but a little bit. I don't like doing that, however, especially I don't like going on gravel, because what happens is these stones, whatever, get stuck in the wheel, and then it starts making noise, or it flies up and gets between my seat and the battery, and it just stops making noise. So yes, you can. I prefer not doing it because of how annoying it is. Like the noise that happens if something gets stuck. It won't affect the scooter at all. It just makes a bunch of noise. I'm like, oh god. It's like my manual, because when we go to the hospital or to the clinics and all that, I have a manual wheelchair that's foldable that my mom pushes me around in. And that one makes a fuck ton of noise, like the wheel. Because, you know, as you fold in, fold out that thing, you know, it's annoying. But, oh well. Pasta Bazooka, can you walk without that scooter? On comfy gang violence and vitamin D in my part of Sweden video. For a little while. I mean, I do tend to walk a little bit when I'm at home, because as long as I have a wall, I can walk around to like the bathroom and back. So I do. Like, I do tend to walk maybe 5 minutes over the course of the day. But I have problems with it. But it's something I do tend to do from time to time. Not every day, but I would say it's probably more days that I do walk around 5 minutes rather than not walk at all. And also, I mean, I do stand for like 20 minutes. Or at least I try to stand for 20 minutes. You know, in front of my computer. I just rise this table up, and then I just hold on to it as I watch something or whatever. So, yes. Can I walk outside and all that? No. My balance and all that is not good enough. And I get tired so fast. Alright. Jobel Xip. Hope his day went well. On today might not be too bad. I think in that video, I think the day went like... Because I know for some reason that video and the 2 other videos I made that day have like a fuck ton of views or something. I don't know why. But... yeah. I think those things like got posted on a bunch of like websites and stuff, or like there was like a picture of it or something. Because the comments on those videos are like some of the worst comments I've ever seen on my videos. I'm like, oh god, terrible comments. It's like any other like just YouTube video. If you go on any like random YouTube video and then just look in the comments, you're like, I'm pretty sure I've seen these comments like a million times. Like, am I living? Are these real comments? Because it's the same shit that you see in all videos on YouTube. And those 3 videos of mine have those exact comments. So I don't know if if like 99% of the people who comment on those videos are bots or not. Let's see. Suck your mum. Skin is looking so much nicer this video, bro. Very nice. And that was on Comfy Gang, Violence, Vitamin D, on that video. And YouTube is giving me 3 options. Yeah, thanks. Glad you like it. Appreciate it. Just say appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's mostly the sunlight. I think the sunlight made made it look better. Or actually made it look less bad. This camera really brings out the redness. I'm not actually this red. Like, if I were to look, in the mirror, all that, I'm not this red at the moment. I am red, but not this red. So it really brings up the reds. But I don't complain, since my room at the moment, I have no lights on or anything. And it's actually way, way, way darker in my room than what the camera is showing. So this Logitech something, don't know what Logitech camera it is, it's super good at low light things. So it always surprises me every time I see it. Like, holy shit, how is it so good at that? Yeah. And hopefully my skin will start to get better. Like, I don't get the blood boils as I did many, many, many years ago. So hopefully it's on the slow, way to just get better. Hekumaku, wow. Almost looks like summer over there on Counting Gang Violence video. And yeah, that day was pretty good. It was around, I think, 13 to 14 Celsius. At the moment, it's 1 Celsius. But, it tends to, fluctuate. Because even on that day, if you were in the... I should have taken some pictures. There was still, a bunch of ice everywhere. It was just in those areas that were in shadow had a bunch of ice. So if you were to stand in those areas, it would be minus degrees, while in the area that we were was 13, 14 Celsius. Yeah, I like it. This room, right now I never have the radiator on. Because I actually like it to be a bit cold. Now, I can't actually see what it says on, because the... God, what is it called? Thermometer, there we go. It's over there. Because I have it where the plants are. But I think it says that it's 17. Or is it 16? You know what? I'll check. It's 18 Celsius at the moment in here. And yeah, I kind of like where I like it. It's on the upper end. I'm actually surprised that it's 18 Celsius, since I don't have the heater on. And outside is 1 Celsius. But yeah. So that all the comments. I do like the sun. I do like when it's sunlight, not just because I actually like having the sun on my skin and all that. The few times I can do that. And like I said, this year, why did I put this on? I'm not even listening to anything. This year, I want to, just be outside more. Just be outside, just getting the sun rays on my skin. In that video also, in the Comic Game Violence video, I didn't have any sunscreen on. Normally, during the summer and all that, I'm gonna have to put on the sunscreen, because at least on my face. Yeah. So yes, that also, we'll see how things goes. Because I plan on not taking the vitamin D test until later on this year. I think I want to do, I'm gonna do it in the later part of the year, because I want to see like if me maybe I should actually, no, you know what, I should do two. I should do one like soon to see how purely basically the increase I've done in vitamin D, what that have had for the effect. Then I should do one after the summer and all that to see how that has an effect. But the thing is, if I do two, that's like 2,000 Swedish kroner. Like, oh god. While if I just do one, the one that I get, from the healthcare system, all that, is 340 something. So I could either pay 2,000 plus the 340. No, wait, I think it becomes 106, whatever. Like 2,000 plus or 340 if I just wait until, the end of the year. So I'm probably just gonna wait. But yeah, that is that. When it comes, what is it called? The Let's Play of Vampyr should be finished soon. Okay, the last episode is going to be uploaded on the 13th of April. I haven't recorded any gameplay, whatever. I would say March for me have been very, very just basically no content. The only thing I've done in March has basically been the drink reviews. Everything else are just things that were pre-recorded. In January and February, I actually recorded a lot. I mean, I even have, let's see, because there is another full Let's Play, Jedi Fallen Order, that has 16 parts. That I uploaded the part 16, which was the last part. I uploaded that on the 17th of February. And I think I'm gonna do that Let's Play. I mean, I'm gonna put it on, scheduling when Vampyr is over. And then, as that is happening, I'm gonna start recording the horror mostly first looks, because I do think I have a decent amount of horror games, at least on Amazon Games. The games that you get for Amazon Prime, must be over 100 games I have there at the moment. I don't know how many games there are, but I know that some of them are horror. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, some of them are horror, but I don't know if they're good or not. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do first looks. Then if it is a horror game, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually enjoying this in my first look. Then I'll make it into a Let's Play. But I think doing the first look like that is going to help, with just actually not just playing a bunch of different games that I normally wouldn't play, but also getting through some of these games on the Amazon and my backlog of games, because actually, like I said, I don't plan on buying any games, just like I did with my miniatures. I don't plan on buying any miniature or whatever until I've played or painted what I already have. And getting those games from Amazon Prime. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, obviously. I mean, I do still look on Humble Bundle from time to time. Let's look now, because it was maybe a month since I last looked. If there is a game that I'm like, oh man, I'm really interested in that game, and it is for a good price on a Humble Bundle. I mean, at the moment, it's only Europe by Universalis that I don't give a fuck about. So, yeah. Oh, they have the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soulbound, which is the RPG of Age of Sigmar RPG that I've heard decent things about. So I don't know, I might get it for $1 just to look through the starter set and all that. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna play it with anyone. Like, I don't know anyone who play these games anymore. Yeah. Oh yeah, what I actually have been doing stuff. Oh Jesus Christ. Well, doing stuff. I've been reading a decent amount. I mean, just disagree. There we go. I'm kind of like caught up with a lot of things. I mean, you could just look at my, my anime list and see what I'm doing. But I actually started reading Redo a Healer. I'm on chapter 16. And I'm liking it so far. I mean, I like the actual show. I like the cartoon. And I wanted some more. And I decided, let's start reading it. And so far I haven't read anything past the cartoon. And it is pretty similar to cartoon. So far I would say the cartoon did a pretty faithful job at following the comic. I'd say maybe even a bit better, because of the voice acting and the visuals and all that. But I wouldn't say it's bad. I mean, it's the exact same, so obviously it isn't bad so far. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've read since the last time I did one of these videos. Let's see. And I also finished Evangelion. Yes, I did. And that show to me, it was okay. I would say it was a good show. I mean, I rated it a 6 out of 9. So it was above average. But I will say, like, the last 8 or 10 episodes, I was like falling in and out of like consciousness as I would say I was experiencing it. I don't think I was watching it or even I was watching the English dub. That is what I was watching. The fact that, I mean, I'm just there listening to it, and it's sometimes just opening my eyes on my tablet, like as I'm laying in bed with the tablet on my fucking stomach. So I guess a good thing about being fat, like, it's easier to balance things on your stomach. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like the last 2 episodes. And then the ending of them just going, congratulations, all that. I mean, it was funny. And I will say I liked the visuals that was happening in the last episode. And him, finally realizing, like, it's okay for me to just exist. And, just everything just... I mean, obviously he had daddy problems, but... yeah, I don't know, like... maybe it was because I was, like... maybe I was actually watching like 50% of the show. Maybe even less than that, because, I mean, sometimes as I was just blinking, it was like a completely new episode. But... I mean, I thought Asuka was cute. I mean... and I did like that all the characters was pretty, like, they're all broken. I don't know, if we were to ask who was my favorite character of the show, probably Shinji, like the main character. Like, I kind of liked his story and his character. And I mean, I've heard that people say that he's like whiny and all that stuff. I don't think so. I mean, yeah, sure, he's complaining, but I mean, completely understandable from his situations. And I mean, I don't think he was as whiny as people say he is. He was still doing stuff. He was still, and I did like that they were kind of like, and a lot of Asuka, like, of her being like, Shinji, I hate that you're just doing shit that other people tell you, because I mean, like, she really wanted to be like completely independent, not rely on anyone other than herself. She's just Asuka. That is who she is. Like she doesn't want to be a doll, right? Completely understandable with what happened, with her mother and all that. So I'll say Shinji and Asuka was probably my two favorite characters. The dad, Shinji's dad, I mean, yeah, sure, he wanted to create like a new human god or whatever. Like, I didn't really care that much about the father. And I kind of wish. And I do think that when the father said "good job, Shinji," I do think the father did that just to manipulate Shinji. I don't think the father actually cared about Shinji at all. I think he looked at him more as just a tool to be used. And maybe that's, with him still being sad about his wife, and then, after losing his wife, he's like, alright, the only thing they care about are, resetting everything. So even if, like, I don't care about my son anymore. Yeah, I don't know, like, the show didn't really leave me like, oh, I want to discuss this, or like, oh man, what did that mean? Blah blah blah. No. But will I watch the movie? Probably. I mean, I could see myself watching the movie. Yeah, the end of Evangelion is the movie, right? Yes. Is there anything new with his son? I want to see if there's anything new, or is it just a? Is it end of it is an alternative version of the series ending? Okay, so it supplements or replaces episode 25 and 26. Okay, so maybe I'll watch it. I mean, that to me doesn't really seem that interesting. But I'll put it on the backlog of things like, I might watch it. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it soon. I'm probably gonna let it go like a year or two. Because, I mean, that doesn't really sound that interesting. Alright, well, that was that. Thank you for watching, and Jesus Christ, 30 minutes.